Young Thug, the Atlanta-based rapper known legally as Jeffrey Williams, has chosen to bring his extended YSL Rico trial closer to an end by accepting a plea deal, a decision his legal team announced on October 31st. Within the span of an hour, this pivotal choice became official, setting a turning point in one of the most closely watched trials involving a high-profile music artist in recent memory. The case, often noted as the longest trial in Georgia's history, has spanned months, involving exhaustive jury selections and intricate legal arguments that have captivated fans, legal analysts, and the broader public. Young Thug has spent more than a year behind bars, with his initial incarceration dating back to May 2022. However, it wasn't until January 2023 that jury selection began in earnest, followed by months of back-and-forth proceedings until the trial advanced to opening statements in November. As courtroom developments unfolded, the scale and implications of Young Thug's plea deal became increasingly apparent. Accepting a non-negotiated plea, he pled guilty to 6 counts of gang-related activity and no contest to another count, which included leading a criminal street gang and conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. This decision, although significant on its own, carries implications beyond the realm of individual accountability. With the state recommending a 45-year sentence, 25 of those to be served in custody and the remaining 20 under probation, the outcome of the deal ultimately rests with the judge, who will weigh the implications of Young Thug's actions, his standing as a public figure, and the role his case plays in broader legal and social contexts. Plea comes after an earlier offer was extended, which Young Thug declined. This initial offer included 15 years of probation on the condition that he acknowledge his position as the leader of YSL and accept specific terms that may have impacted his life and career even further. His lawyer, Brian Steele, underscored the intensity of the situation, describing Young Thug as a man being held hostage by a system that has applied what he considers to be an unjust level of scrutiny. Steele went on to assert that authorities were fixated on his client with tunnel vision, a perspective that situates the case within a broader narrative of how the legal system sometimes interacts with prominent public figures. In understanding the gravity of this plea, one must consider the broader sociocultural impact that Young Thug's career and personal choices have had, particularly within the Atlanta community. Known not only for his musical contributions but also for his efforts to uplift his community, Young Thug's life and career paint a picture of a young man from challenging beginnings who rose to global fame, ultimately using his platform to bring awareness to social issues and support for those around him. His efforts to foster a sense of solidarity and opportunity within Atlanta's underserved neighborhoods have, in many ways, become interwoven with his public persona. However, this narrative, of a community leader and cultural icon, clashes with the more sinister image portrayed by the prosecution, who accuse him of leading a criminal organization under the guise of his music label YSL. The road that led to this plea deal is one marked by pivotal moments and decisions, each further solidifying the weight of this case in the public eye. The delay between Young Thug's arrest in 2022 and the official trial start in 2023 highlights the complexities involved in bringing such a high-profile case to court. And with Young Thug now joining other defendants in taking plea deals, his decision draws attention to the difficult choices faced by individuals charged under RICO statutes. Ghana, another YSL-affiliated artist, made headlines when he accepted an Alford plea in December 2022, a plea that allows defendants to maintain their innocence while acknowledging that there is sufficient evidence for a conviction. This move sparked intense discussions on social media, with some speculating that it involved cooperation with law enforcement. Ghana's plea brought to light the intense scrutiny and sometimes harsh judgments cast upon artists who face legal troubles, especially in the rap industry. For fans and onlookers, these decisions are not merely legal maneuvers. They are moments loaded with implications about loyalty, reputation, and the impact of one's actions on personal and professional relationships. Over recent days, several other defendants have also navigated their way through plea deals, further illustrating the complex web of legal decisions and strategic choices shaping the course of the YSL trial. For instance, Quamarvius Nichols accepted a plea deal on October 29, pleading guilty to a RICO conspiracy charge that resulted in a 20-year sentence, though he is expected to serve 7 of those years behind bars. The following day, another defendant, Rodalius Ryan, similarly accepted a deal involving the same conspiracy charge. These agreements highlight the tough realities faced by those connected to the YSL Rico trial, with each defendant's decision reflecting the immense pressure and unpredictability of legal outcomes in cases involving multiple defendants, high-profile personalities, and broad-reaching allegations. As this trial progresses, the broader societal implications of the YSL case become increasingly clear. At its heart, this case underscores the complex and sometimes fraught relationship between hip-hop culture and the criminal justice system. For years, rap music has been a voice for the marginalized, a platform for expressing experiences of systemic injustice, and a cultural force that sheds light on the harsh realities of urban life. However, it has also been subject to intense scrutiny and stigma, with some authorities and members of the public often conflating the storytelling nature of rap with actual criminal intent. The charges against Young Thug and YSL bring this tension to the forefront, as prosecutors seek to portray rap lyrics and artistic expressions as evidence of criminal conduct. This approach has sparked fierce debates about artistic freedom, the role of music as a form of expression, and the degree to which performers can, or should, be held accountable for the fictionalized narratives they present in their work. Young Thug's case is more than just a legal proceeding. It is a reflection of the systemic issues faced by artists of color, particularly those in genres like hip-hop, which emerged as a voice for the voiceless. Prosecution's reliance on Young Thug's lyrics as evidence, coupled with the broader implications of RICO charges against him and other YSL members, highlights a pattern within the criminal justice system that many view as biased. Critics argue that the use of RICO statutes in cases involving rap artists like Young Thug is not only disproportionate but also perpetuates stereotypes that unfairly target black artists and the hip-hop genre as inherently criminal. This criticism is not without basis. RICO laws were initially designed to dismantle large-scale organized crime operations, particularly mafia syndicates. However, their application has since expanded, leading to cases where prosecutors can leverage these laws to pursue lengthy sentences for individuals based on associations or affiliations rather than direct actions. Young Thug's choice to accept a plea deal, then, can be seen as both a personal and symbolic act. While the decision allows him to potentially shorten his time in court and gain some measure of closure, it also signals a difficult concession within a system that some argue was designed to corner him into such an outcome. His case will likely be remembered as a turning point in discussions about the intersection of criminal justice and hip-hop, raising questions about how far authorities can, or should, go in prosecuting individuals based on their associations, their art, and the cultural context they inhabit. For Young Thug, this deal may bring him closer to resolving his legal troubles, but the long-term impact of this case will reverberate through the music industry, influencing future legal strategies and possibly even shaping public perceptions of what it means to be an artist in today's society.